Good evening. Today the topic of gravitation, the difference between capital G and small g. Okay, right? So we have to know the definition of both capital G and small g. As since we know that the force of attraction between any two body or particle in the universe is known as the gravitational force. Clear? The force of attraction between two bodies or particle in the universe is known as gravitational force or gravitation. So we have already learned in previous classes that F is equal to G mm upon r square. Now the interested topic is what is capital G. Actually, the universal gravitational constant capital G is defined as the force between the two bodies of unit masses separated by a unit distance. As we put, when we put unit masses like m is equal to 1 and the unit distance, that means r, which is equal to 1, then we get f is equal to g multiplied by 1 into 1 upon 1 whole square. So we get f is equal to g. Okay, clear? Yeah, you can write as the definition as the universal gravitational constant as the force between two bodies of unit mass separated by a unit distance is known as the universal gravitational constant, which is also known as capital G. Clear? Okay, now we are going to discuss about the small g. And what is small g? That is known as acceleration due to gravity. Clear? So, acceleration due to gravity is the acceleration with which a body falls toward the earth due to gravity. Clear? The acceleration due to which the body falls toward the earth due to gravity. Clear? Okay. Actually, the value of G is always 9.8 we have taken, but it's not constant. It's not a constant. Many there are so many teachers who have told that the 9.8 is a constant, but there is no constant value of G. It depends on the pole radius. It depends on the equator radius. Actually, the Earth is not fully spherical. Clear? So the pole radius, equator radius, it defines the value of small g. The value of small g is differ from 9.78 to 9.832. So we have taken on average as 9.8 meter per second square. Clear? Okay. Now we are going to discuss the very important topic of g. That the value of g near the pole is more than the value of g near the equator, because the value of the the equator and the pole. Okay, so what happened going on, the pole radius is 6357 kilometer and the equator radius is 6378 kilometer. Okay, so what is going on? Okay, the pole and equator, the value of g at pole is more than the value of g at equator. Okay, so the value varies from 9.78 to 9.832. Okay, clear? So what does it mean? Less radius, higher value. Less value, higher radius. Clear? How could it clear? Because the value of g, what is the pole radius? 6357 kilometer. That means it is less than the equator radius, and the equator radius less, pole radius is 657 kilometer, equator radius is 678 kilometer. That means the pole radius is lesser than the equator radius. So the value of g is more than the sorry, the value of g is more at the pole radius than the value of g at the equator radius. Clear? Okay, now we are going to discuss the value of g. As the question arises, why the value of g vary from place to place. I told that the value of g and differ from place to place, from equator, from radius. But why? What are the question? The very important question is why the value of g varies from place to place. Okay, so very important point is that the value of g depend on the distance of a body from the center of the earth. Point to be noted, the value of g depend on the distance of the body, okay, clear, from the center of the earth. As the earth is not a perfect sphere, so what, the radius is not the same everywhere. From the here the radius would be different, the equator the radius would be different, all the point of the earth the radius would be something different. So the value of g different at the different places. Here now we are going to discuss the clear difference between capital G and small g. Okay, put one side small g, one side capital G. Okay, first difference, capital G is defined as the force between two bodies of unit masses separated by a unit distance. Clear? Capital G is defined as the force between two bodies of unit masses separated by a unit distance. Okay, and the small g, what is small g? Small g is the acceleration with which a body falls toward the earth due to gravity. Clear? Okay, second point, capital G is known as universal gravitational constant. Small g is known as acceleration due to gravity. Good. Third point, capital G value is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square upon kg square, and the value of small g is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, fourth point, capital G is a scalar quantity, small g is a vector quantity. Right? Okay. Fifth, capital G is known as denoted by capital G, it is denoted by small, this is very simple. Sixth, capital G is constant everywhere. Clear? But small g varies from place to place. Capital G, the value of capital G never be zero. Next point, the value of capital G never be zero, but the value of small g is zero at the center of earth. Okay, the last difference, the unit of capital G is Newton meter square per kg square, or Newton meter square kg power minus 2, or and the in small g the unit is meter per second square, or meter second power minus 2. Okay, thank you for always, thank you for this.